Final Fantasy VII Remake. What I wanted. What I got.
What? Your ass is fine.
Expectation low. A mere shadow of its former glory. Or so I thought. What I realized. How wrong I was.
First, I want to say that going into this game, I was a traditionalist. I wanted to hate this game because it had to be turn-based. That's the way I grew up with it, and that's just the way it had to be. I thought this game would be a mere shadow of its former glory, cashing in on an overhyped fanbase. Even after playing the demo, I still thought this was going to be true.
So don't disappoint me.
But having set the bar so low, with the anticipation of disappointment,
I know, right? It's bad. Like super bad.
I'm so thankful to realize how wrong I was. But only after platinuming it and defeating the endgame boss did I discover its true potential. At this point, I will assume that most hardcore fans have already played the remake, but here's a spoiler warning.
Chocobo!
You have been warned.
This is gonna be fun.
So, with that in mind, let's address the biggest fat chocobo in the room. The ending! The first time I finished this game, I was so angry.
This won't do.
My inner child had literally been toe-punted across Midgar with a Square Enix exec smiling, ready to shatter my dreams into a mockingly sadistic home run. What appeared to initially set up and satisfy my nostalgia trip was met with a Kingdom Hearts wet dream.
What is this? A crossover episode?
Now, I love Kingdom Hearts, but I think it had the opposite effect.
Talk about a tight squeeze.
It had me siding with the whispers, yelling at my TV, saying, yes, yes, don't change the fucking story. What are you doing? The credits rolled, and I sat relinquishing my feelings of anguish and purging my childhood tantrum.
You don't give a shit about how I feel! Come on, bro! Kick the fucking baby, let's see you try it, wuss!
And after many, many calls to friends reliving my anguish over this overhyped escapade,
Where are you?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I was struck with a sudden realization.
Bingo.
This is exactly what they wanted.
They knew they were building a game with so much hype and expectation that it was nearly impossible for us to be satisfied.
I'll just have to change it up then.
The game whispered a thank you, whispered to its viewers that it knows your rage, it knows your expectation and your anguish, and before you can realize the dream of its new creators.
Those emotions had to be purged and relinquished to the glorious, untold story that will inevitably be
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Distracted Review.
So, now that our first playthrough is through, the band-aid is ripped off and ready for round 2.
Now it's just the two of us.
I was ready. With the turn-based style sidelined, I was gradually charmed by the action RPG-style mechanics, combined with a Matrix-style bullet dodge motion that lets you select skills in good old Final Fantasy style, and then it's back to more hack-and-slash goodness
with lush visuals and a second playthrough in Japanese dialogue for a whole new experience. I'm usually subs, not dubs, but for the first time, I loved both.
Well, shit.
Most people focus on some obvious mentions, such as Badger's new job.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Wow.
See? Yeah? That one's a bitch. I'm not very good at it yet.
But instead, I thought I'd focus on a few overlooked honorable mentions.
I need you to go back inside and stay there. An emergency's been declared.
It's Wu-Tai, isn't it? Let me get my gun. I'll teach him to mess with Midgar. Don't you worry about me. I killed myself a platoon's worth of them bastards back in the war.
Yes, thank you for your service. Now, if you would just allow me to escort you back home.
Oof. But most of all, in terms of the replayability here, it's all on point. And my only gripe, second playthrough gripe, are some of the dresses that require some pre-planning.
Pathetic.
And getting burned alive and battered as you perfect your ever-needed house fighting skills.
It's just a house.
Still, I'm impressed that they managed to put this in the game. And with that, you can get that all-important last dress scene.
Oh my god, that makeup! And that dress!
Nailed it, I know, thank you. Moving on.
And of course, the ability to skip chapters and unlock post-game bosses is always a welcome treat. That has a sucker like me going for platinum within 2 weeks of its release date.
Sleep is for second place. Worth it!
Final Fantasy VII Remake gets...
Just kidding. Why don't we check the distracted meter? Final Fantasy VII Remake really gets... Fuck it, I'll probably buy the second one. Oh, and the music was epic, and this minigame sucks. Especially the fourth time through. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We'd love your feedback. Like, comment, subscribe, and please do let us know if there are any videos you would like us to focus on next. Really excited about making our next video. And insert catchy sign-off phrase.
Insert catchy sign-off phrase.
To hunt your inner child across Midgar.